G'day everyone, Sonia Bernard, linked by Ink, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm going to talk a little louder today because my neighbor is having the grass mowed right now, so if I come across as I'm screaming, I'm just trying to make sure that you can hear me fine because it's quite noisy out there. So today is April 6th. April 6th already. I can't remember if I showed you guys this one yet or not. I got this when I went back to backstage in New Orleans, and my very good friend who used to live right next door, actually, she loved sugar skulls, and she's no longer with us because of cancer, and it's actually coming up on her 3 years that she's been gone on April 15th. But every time I see a sugar skull, I just think of her, and it just makes me smile. So, okay. Annual catalog coming to an end. We've got last chance specials happening now. The same with the mini last chance happening now. Get it before it's gone for good. There's lots already sold out. Today though, we're going to play again with the Rhino Ready stamp set, and you'll see I did a card class with this once before, and I did a lot of die cutting and all that, but today I'm going to show you how to do a class super quick and easy. So we're going to do some cute fun cards that you could use even if you didn't have this guy. Use with any stamp you have here, and just use these layouts. They're not complicated. They're just cute fun cards that you can make easy peasy, and you can use up a lot of scraps of DSP as well, because it doesn't use a lot in any of these, but it's one good way to make a ton of cards, especially if you're making them. I know this sounds bad. You know, you've got some people will be like, oh, that's cute, open it, reads it, puts it in the trash. Yes, we know those people. So you don't want to, sometimes you want to give cards, but you don't want to put a lot of effort and time into it if you know it's not going to be maybe as appreciated as much as some other people might appreciate them. So let's turn this camera down and let's get started assembling all of these cards. Here we go. Let me just change all the settings so we can get you the right way, and turn it down. And of course I forgot to put it on here. Just checking, making sure I'm in the right group. There we go. Okay, so we've got a smoky slate, and we have done this at 11 by 4 1/4 and scored and folded at 5 1/2 right here. And of course, use your trusty bone folder to burnish that. Remember to work inside out, inside to outside. Then we're going to get, this is actually retiring. It's Enjoy the Journey Designer Series paper, but I just really like it. Oh, I wish it was carrying over, but it's not. But you know, this is a great way to use up all that paper that you've purchased, and get a lot of cards too. Another reason you might want to make cards like this that are more simplistic are for church fundraisers. You know, if you have a church that you go to, they may take a card donation, or you may start a card donation for them. Maybe they've never thought of it before. You know, just something to send to people. Especially like this, you're built tough. When people are going through a tough time, this is a great little just something to send and say, hey, you know, we got you. So we're going to use some Starry Sky cardstock. It's 3 1/4 by 2 3/4, and basic white, which is 3 by 2 1/2. Now we are going to get our I'm going to go ahead and use Memento ink, and our cute little, I picked this Rhino because he's sitting there. He looks kind of like a little stubborn, like tough, I'm tough, you can't make me move kind of deal. So that's why I picked him. And we're just gonna stamp this up and hope we get it right the first time. Let's try. Lucky there's two sides to every paper. There we go. And then we'll do, you'll notice I'm flipping it over because when I've got a larger stamp, I like to stamp around like this. I think you just get a better coverage. And then we will stamp our little hippo here. And now we're going to get some, oh, he's a little crooked, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I've got our smoky slate, light and dark Stampin' blends. And normally I've coloured these in beforehand, but I didn't this time because I thought it won't take too long. I've got a major splitting headache today. I woke up with it. I think it's allergies. It's, if you live in central, like I know central Tennessee is really bad for allergies. Well, not central, like the Clarksville, Nashville area. That's really bad. We used to live there. Allergies were awful. And South Carolina, forget about it. There's pollen everywhere. So I just woke up with this massive headache, taking medicine, and it's still there. It didn't help. I had to run out to the mailbox to send off some kits. So this is a card class to go. You can get this class free with a $35 purchase or more using the host code in the description link. We're just going to color this in, and I tried to keep the colors to a minimum, so if you want to recreate this, you don't need, you know, 20 different blends. And you could always use, if you don't have blends but you have a blender pen, you could always use that too. It's a blender pen and the ink pad, and you could color that way. Or watercolor pencils are great to use for coloring as well. So we're just going to layer these on top of each other. And again, very simple cards today. I just wanted to give you something that was so easy that if you need, you know, a lot quickly, and you know they're not going to be stored in a box somewhere and cherished forever, and they're just going to end up in the trash, well then you can still make a cute handmade card for someone, but you don't have to put a whole investment into it. There's still love there, but it's just like, okay, we'll just do it quicker. So some dimensionals, and we'll just pop this on the front, and that's how easy this card is going to be today, along with some little bling. So easy peasy. And then some little bling. I used the, whoop, that opened a new pack, that one's empty. I used the rustic metallic adhesive back dots, and these are carrying over to the new annual catalog. Oh my gosh, the UPS man is out today, coming my way with my pre-order. So as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we get to order generally about a month before anybody else, and we have a selection that we're allowed to order from in the annual. When the mini comes, it's usually, I think anything goes in the mini. I actually don't remember, but the annual, we have a list of stuff and we're allowed to pre-order it, and oh my goodness, I can't wait till it comes in and to play with it. But first I need to finish my taxes. I am still working on taxes. Anyone else working on your taxes? Okay, built tough, easy. Number 2. Hello Friend. I love this one just because I have a lot of friends that I could send this to who might not necessarily be into card making like myself, but would still appreciate a cute little card like this. So we're going to use, let me get my measurements for this one, 8.5 by 5.5 of Melon Mambo, and we're going to score that and burnish it at 4 1/4. And then we've got a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is Enjoy the Journey, and it is 5 by 2. And what we're going to do to get a little banner in here is eyeball it about midway and go about, I don't know, 3/4 to an inch up. And then you're going to go from the corner to there. And you're going to go again from this corner to there. And I might have gone a little bit further up. And we'll just make them all meet up. So you get this little triangle. Here we go. Of course, live TV. There we go. Well, it's not TV, but... and that's how you get a banner that's pretty even. Didn't do too bad there. And we'll go ahead and glue this down. And we're just going to glue it about in the middle of the card. And then stylish shapes. Oh my days. Stylish shapes is carrying over. I'm so excited. I just love these dies. They're so versatile. So this is the big one. And let me show you which ones. In case if you have these, this was the largest one. Oh, I'm missing one there. I've misplaced that one. And then, which is actually the one I used. But I love this so much I got 2 sets because when I'm cutting kits, I can do 2 at once and get things done quicker. So then we use basically these 2 little banner dies. This one was in basic white and this one again in melon mumbo. All right. And this is just a piece of magnetic photo. It's the magnetic backing that you could peel the back off and stick it down on something. I've actually just got it stuck to the original piece of cardstock in here. It just helps everything stay in place more, because as you use it more, that little piece of cardstock that comes with it with the little tape across it, eventually it doesn't stick to it anymore. And then you pick it up and dies are falling everywhere and it's just a hot mess. So we'd rather not. Okay, we are going to get our basic gray this time. And sometimes I like using basic gray instead of black. Just because it's a touch softer. Sometimes it doesn't really even look a whole lot different at first glance. And we're going to get our little Hello Friend stamp. And I was going to do this class with the little playing in the rain, but there just weren't enough sentiments. And so I wanted to make this this one instead, just because it has more sentiments in it. A little bit more versatile. Versatile? One of the two. Okay. We're going to do the little rhino, I was about to call it hippo, with the bird on it. And we're going to do it a little bit to the left. Okay. And the reason we're doing it more to the left is because we're going to stick a banner right here. And we need space for the banner. So again, we're going to use our smoky slate. And then we also have a balmy blue, which of course is carrying over. I mean, you've all seen the new colors. If you haven't, you're on my Facebook, go check out the new in colors and the new core colors. Oh, so much to be excited about. But we still have all this wonderful stuff in the annual catalog and the mini that's there for the taking. So I know there's some people like, oh, well, I'll just wait. Don't wait. Things are flying off the shelves. The shipping, I looked at shipping yesterday, and if you have placed an order, the shipping currently is 4 to 12 business days to ship. Yes, 4 to 12 business days. Now, they have got extra people working on that pick line. They even had Sarah Douglas, who's the CEO of our company. She was down there working on the pick line, which is where they pick and pack your order. So they are doing everything they can, but you like a product that a lot of other people like, and that's fantastic. And that's why it's taken a little bit longer, because everybody was putting in for their last chance orders. And then you have all these demonstrators as well who are putting in not only their last chance orders, but also their pre-orders. So that is a lot of orders. And I can't wait to find out
how many orders they actually did. I think it's going to be quite a high number. Okay, we've got the little Rhino done. And you know that we've mentioned the Stamparatus before. That is gone now, unfortunately. It is no longer available. So if you didn't get one, I'm so sorry. I actually have one coming. I was like, I need to get a backup in case mine breaks. So I had actually ordered it before the before everything went down. So, or I should say before it went out of stock is what I'm trying to say. I was looking for something and trying to think and talk at the same time, and that did not work. Yeah, it was there. We got the news, and then I think less than 4 days later, it was gone. Just gone. Okay. So you just wanted to put those dimensionals and then take them off. And we're going to put this about center, but to the left, because we do need space for our banner. Now this one, you just want to put dimensionals on this end, because if you put it on this end, it would be popping up over that, and we want it to actually just lay flat with this raised area. So we're going to put hello friend right there, and then some bling. Where did I put my bling? Here we go. And when it comes to bling, sets of like groups and sets of 5 or sets of 3, or you can do like a group of 3 and a group of 3. That works. You could do that. But we'll just put some of these. These are actually quite fun. I don't know why I haven't used these more. They give a little, to me, they give a little masculine feel to it. So even though it's bright pink, I mean, real men wear pink, right? So you could, that looks a little crooked. That's okay. No one will notice. It'll just be us who know. Okay, card number 3. See how quick and easy we're rolling through these. This should be a short one today. Let's see. Okay, we're going to use Coastal Cabana, which is a carryover. I don't know why I just started singing. Just ignore that. I'm very excited. Okay, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and I love this color. Reminds me of the Caribbean. Not sure how people say it differently, but that's okay. We have got a piece of DSP, it's 5 by 2. We've got a piece of garden green, 4 by 2, and I've actually embossed it. And the embossing folder I used, which I actually had and hadn't even used yet, was the Time Worn Type embossing folder. And let me show you, it is so fun. It's actually embossed this way for the letters, but it's going to go that way. So I like it. I need to use this definitely more often, for sure. And then let's just glue this down, glue our layers. Everything in layers and everything easy. Now, if you don't have a Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and you don't have these dies, maybe you have a circle punch, and you can circle punch out like this one that I did, and then you could just cut this and then snip it and make the banner itself. So just cut out rectangles and do it that way. So you don't need a lot of tools for these cards either. And for this one, you could use another piece of DSP. You could just use a plain piece of paper, but I would want it to give it some texture, to give it some visual interest. So yeah, I think I would use, rather than just use a plain piece of paper, I would use like a coordinating piece of DSP if you do not have a Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And it should be, it won't be centered, it'll be a little more this way, because this is just the way we're doing it. Okay, then I am going to get my Stampin' Seal, which you don't see me use too often, but I've got this piece of ribbon, and that is from our Real Red and Burlap Ribbon Combo Pack. And this did carry over, which is great, because I hadn't used this a lot either. I was like, you know what, I've been overlooking some things. So it's kind of, I like when, you know, we're like forced to look at what we have and start using what we have, rather than just sticking it all on a shelf and worry about what's coming out in the new catalog. Like all this stuff that I'm using today, I believe is carrying over. And so we get to play with that. Okay, we're just going to put this down here. So I like using the seal, Stampin' Seal on ribbon, because you can peel it back up quite easily if you didn't put it down straight the first time. Now this ribbon does fray quite a little bit there, so you might just want to be gentle on the ends, even though I've cut it at that diagonal. Next we've got a little piece of crumb cake, and again we've used the stylish dies, and it is, no, this one, second to the second largest of the rectangles. Love this set. I can't tell you enough. I know, I think I mention it every time I use it in my videos. I'm like, I love this set. Oh, I love it. What are you gonna do? Love it. Okay, we're going to get our next little Rhino guy, and we will do this. I did the last one in basic grey, but you know what? I'm going to do it in black on this one, because I think the basic grey just went, kind of sunk too much into the crumb cake. So really ink that up, and we just want to put this about center when we stamp this one. Maybe a little bit to the top, because we're going to put a sentiment at the bottom. And there we go. And then I will use the basic grey for the sentiment. And again, that's that little Stylish Shapes die. Now remember, when you place an order with me and use that host link below, and the order is $35 before shipping and tax, you get this kit sent to you. And the kit will contain the ribbon, the paper, the die cuts. So we'll have all these little pieces die cut. What it won't contain is any stamped images, okay? Because that is against Stampin' Up! Policy. That's, we can't just stamp stuff and then send it to everyone. What would be the point of being a stamp company if we just gave it all away for free? I mean, no. So that is why they have that policy. And so if you know, if you're receiving kits from people and they're stamping everything, that's a no-go, okay? That is taking, number one, taking all the joy out of it for you, because number one, you know, stamping is really the everything of this crafting. It's when you stamp it and put it together yourself that you get that satisfaction of, oh look, I made this. If I stamp this and sent it to you, which I won't because it's against policy, if I stamped everything, you're not doing anything. You're just putting glue and putting the pieces together, right? So what fun is that? Where's the creativity in that? I mean, you might want to do this and make this Rhino purple, you know? You want some creativity. We don't have to stick to traditions. So if you do come across that, then, and you know, well, you'll have to make that choice. I can't make that choice for you, but I can say that demonstrator is doing the wrong thing, as my friend Sam likes to call them, naughty demo. So we were having a discussion about this in the leaders group today, because some people are being naughty demos. And really, that's just, what a waste. What a waste. Why do it for you? Because then you don't get to do it. And it's just strictly against Stampin' Up! Policy. So I used light crumb cake and dark crumb cake on our little guy here. It could be a girl. Who knows? I lost my card. Oh, okay. Cha-ching. Okay, dimensionals, that's what we need. I know, I just feel, sometimes it's really weird when you're doing a video and there is no one to chat with, and because I don't think I have anyone, you know, on my live today, and that's okay. I know Facebook has not been always showing up with the notifications, and I do this just because I love doing it and I love making cards, and I'm going to record it and put it to YouTube anyway, so you might be catching this on YouTube on a replay. So sometimes it does feel a little weird, you know, just talking to yourself. Okay, so what I did here is I got one of these. We have mini dimensionals, but just say this is all you have right now. I've cut a dimensional in half, and then on the bottom is where I'm going to place these. Like that, because again, we don't want to sit it on top. We want it to be even with this right here. So we'll just move that over here, and hello friend. And then of course some bling. Love this bling. I'm gonna miss this Enjoy the Journey paper so much. I actually bought a couple of extra packets just because I just love it a lot. I'm going to use it for personal use. It's so pretty. Okay, so there is our third card already. Bam. Okay, we've got one more card to do. Let me get my measurements. I'll write everything down so I can tell you, even though to get my PDF tutorial, you do have to place that purchase with me using my host code link, but then you get the kit to make 8 cards. So this is what would come in your kit, would be all these pieces, and then you do the stamping and the gluing and everything. And then also you'd get the ribbon, which we need to use for this card. So not the whole ribbon, you get like the pieces cut, ready for you to use. Okay, so this is our 4th card that we're doing. It's a great day. It sure is. It's going to be an even better day when my UPS guy comes. Usually comes pretty late in the afternoon. See what I mean with that ribbon? It does fray quite easily. So if that happens, you can just trim. Give it a little haircut. There we go. Okay, let's get this one started. And this is Coastal Cabana 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we are going to start, let's start with just stamping the front of this card. And so basically taking the sentiment, it's a great day, and we're going to stamp that randomly across the front of the card, okay? And the thing with that is you don't want it folded and stamping folded, okay? We're going to make it flat. I feel like I've got too much stuff on this desk right now. Let me push some of this out the way. So we're going to lay this flat, and we're going to get another piece of our paper and put this right here on the edge. Now make sure you've got it going the right way. This is the front. So this is the front cover. And then you're just going to use this as a mask. I think mask is just a funny word, but I think it's the SK sound. Okay, so we are going to just do that purposely on the edge, okay? And these do not have to be, there's no rhyme or reason, there's no right or wrong to this, and you can put as much or as little as you would prefer on here. Now, you'll notice I'm not really putting a lot right here because that's where our piece of designer series paper is going to go. So just random stamping. Now you could go and put it all over if you like. That's up to you. You be the creative one. You take the stamp that you have, or you go buy some stamps and get this kit for free. Okay, and this is why we don't include stamping, because like literally if I sent that to you, that's not you making a card, that's me making a card for you. Oh, now my dog's going wacky down there. Okay, now we've got a piece of DSP. Oh, someone's just come home. And this is 4 by 2, and again that's from Enjoy the Journey. Now I'm keeping my stamp pad here because we're going to use that in a minute. And let's go ahead and glue this. Okay. And we're going to put this closer to the top, just because we like to be different. Okay, then we're going to have a piece of garden green, and this is 3 5/8 by 2 5/8, and basic white 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And we're going to get our basic gray, and we'll get our little Rhino. Keep wanting to say hippopotamus. Now what we do have to do first is quickly clean the stamps. I've got this stamp cleaner here, Stampin Mist, and I have got my stamp pad cleaner. Now let me show you. I'm just going to bring in all my dirty stamps. Okay, so this is our Stampin Scrub, and it closes and then it opens up, and you'll see here it has a little wet side, and then it has a sun, so raindrops and a sun. So you know, you can go, okay, spray on the wet side, and then you just wash in your stamps. And it also gives them a little condition too, if I'm not mistaken. Keeps them like conditioned so they're going to last a lot longer. You don't want to use ever any alcohol on here. So it's just like a wash and dry action. And you can also take those little inserts out. I just get a little butter knife and I pop it up. Oh, I didn't wash the Rhino. And I pop it up, and I wash it in my sink, in my kitchen sink. Watch all that extra ink color come out. Okay, I feel like there's a hot mess going on over here right now. Those still have to get washed. Okie dokie, we're almost there. Wait, what sentiment do I need? It's a great day. I was about to grab the wrong one. Just make sure. And sometimes when I do clean them, I give them a little stamp just to make sure all that cleaning solution is off as well. So we're actually going to start on the bottom. It's a great day, and we're going to hope that we get this as straight as we can. Right there. Yes. Love it when it comes together. Okay. And this one we're going to put a little more to the top. We're going to put a space in between the sentiment and the image, because we are going to add our ribbon in the middle. But first, we will layer these together. We can put that aside. We're almost done. Almost. I went to take the lid off and it's already off. Oh, wait. We've got to color it. Okay, we'll quickly color it, then we're done. Quickly get this done. Oh my gosh, I can't even decide which is my new favorite color. I know I'm just loving Azul Afternoon, pecan pie. I say pecan because it's P-E-can, but you know. Then what else? Oh, Moody Mauve. I know that's Rebecca's favorite. And is it Bubble Bath? Oh, that pink one. Oh my goodness. So cute. Oh, just Wild Wheat. I'm loving that too. Pebbled Path. The new in colors. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to play. And you should see some of these sweets that they have. Now, if you want to see all that, join my team. You can put that in your cart now and order it. You can add pre-order to your card when you join my team today. And say some people are like, oh, you know, but then I have to make all those quarterly minimums and all that. True, there are quarterly minimums, but did you know your purchases count towards your quarterly minimums? Most of the people on my team are actually what we call hobby demonstrators, people who join and just love the discount and love all the perks of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And they shop for themselves, and then they might shop for some friends, and that's how they'll meet their quarterly minimums. Plus they get all the added perks of, you know, pre-orders and going to conventions and going to Creativity Now, which is an online creative virtual event for us where we get to actually pre-order something from the new holiday catalog. So there's a lot of bonuses to being a demonstrator. You know, some people are like, oh, I don't want to run a business. You don't have to. You can just join and get the discount. It's fantastic. Okay. Then, of course, you get that 20% off all your future purchases, plus perks. Who doesn't love that? So, I did not choose a bow because, number one, this is quite thick ribbon. And I thought a bow would just be too big and bulky. So I just went with a knot. And I'm trying to turn it so that it's not going to go over my sentiment because we know we don't like that. Now, worst case scenario, we can get a glue dot and put that glue dot down and make the ribbon go where we want it. I am trying to get them around the same length. I don't know that I'm doing a good job there. Okay, I'll just trim that a little more. Now these, you might notice, these are my ribbon cutting scissors. Had these for over, oh my gosh, probably going on 12 years almost now. So they only ever cut ribbon, that's it. They are super sharp because paper will dull your scissors. So if you're going to get, I would suggest just getting 2 of these. At the time I just got 1 of these. But I may get another one of these and then put my ribbon around and have brand new ribbon scissors. Okay, dimensionals, we're almost done. Look how quick and easy this was. This is a fantastic kit that you'll be able to put together so quickly, so easily. And you can literally use whatever stamps you have in your stash to do this. That's the great thing about these kits when I send them to you. You can just use what you have. It doesn't, you know, you can, that's part of what makes the creativity in this. I'm really struggling with this one though, but we'll put that there. I'm struggling with this bow. I might trim that down a little bit more too. He's being a little bit big. Let's do that. Let's make it about that length. And there. There we go. That's a little bit better. And of course, we cannot forget the bling. Gotta have that bling. Whoops. Again, I'm just using my fingers lately. You can use a take your pick tool. But if you've got a little bit of nail, see, I don't have super long nails, so I can get away with it. And they're always breaking anyway, so. There we go. Oh my goodness. Do you love this guy? I'll tell you what, if you love this guy, there's a set coming out that you're just going to adore. And you know I'll be making cards with it because I just love cute cards, you know. So we have got You're Built Tough. Let's just move all this. It sounds like stuff is going to fall off the edge. It's a great day to have a great day. Hello, friend. And another hello, friend. So again, quick and easy cards that you can just send to people that you know they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And they might keep it for like a week, their birthday week, and then pop, into the trash it goes. Okay? And you're not going to feel too bad about it because while you did put a little bit of time and love into it, that's what your friends are for. But you didn't put a whole lot of time and love into it. And, you know, because that's nothing worse than doing that and finding out that they just ditched it. I mean, these are like, you know, a little piece of you being sent to someone you love. So, but we can make it easier by just doing simple, quick cards. Okay, I hope you love these cards. I hope you try these cards out. Again, if you want this kit for free, go ahead and place that minimum $35 order. Of course, if you go $50 before shipping and tax, you know I throw in a surprise pack of embellishments that are from current catalogs, and it's just a surprise. It might not necessarily match the cards because, you know, I want to push you to be more creative, and you can take those embellishments and put them on different cards that you create. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you love it. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And if I have, well, I'll catch you on Tuesday. Okay, bye.